Yo, yo, we're at NAMM 2023, day 2, with Dan and 4MS Modular.
Hey.
You guys, you just dropped 2 new modules.
That's right, yeah, we have 2 new modules, and it's introducing a new line of low-cost modules that are available pre-built or as DIY kits. So they're all super high quality, 48 kilohertz, 24-bit, same quality you expect from our other modules, but you can build it yourself, or if you're not the soldering type of person, which is fine, you can just buy a pre-built module, and they're a lot cheaper than the other versions that we have. So the first 2 are remakes of, or not remakes, but they're variations of our existing modules. The stereo triggered sampler is now the sampler. So this is a simpler version. It's 1 channel, it's stereo out. It plays WAV files off of an SD card.
Yes.
You put this in your computer. It comes with a sample pack that's huge, hundreds of samples from lots of artists, and etc. But to make banks of samples, you just put them into folders, give the folders a name. If you give it a color name, the color will show up on this light when you have that bank selected, up to 10 samples per bank. And you play samples just by pressing the play button. It's super simple. There's no menu diving anything.
Yep.
And then you can select the sample with the knob, and you can select the bank with the bank button. And you can do pitch. Of course, you can patch pitch in from a sequencer and a play trigger, so you can play with the keyboard too. Which is always super fun.
This is like a single side of your stereo triggered sampler.
Exactly. It's a single-sided stereo trigger sampler. So some of the differences is that it only plays or records at once. So that's one way we've saved a little cost there, and I think that's fine for most people. If it's not, we still sell the stereo trigger sampler.
Of course.
And it also, a cool thing it has that the stereo trigger sampler doesn't have is you can CV the bank. So you can patch into the bank and CV across that.
Nice. So that's how you can get different slices on like a drum loop or whatnot.
Yeah.
Just throwing a bunch of pre-sliced
Chop
loops.
it around, And you can already do that with the sample CV on the SDS and on here too, but now you can go in the other dimension of the bank also.
For sure.
And it's lined up to a sequencer, so each bank is a different note on the first 5 octaves. So you can easily sequence it or play it, be like, I'm in this bank now, and then,
Totally.
So
what else we got with the loop and delay? This is like a single of the dual looping delay now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we even thought about calling it the single looping delay, and we're like, just call it looping delay, because it just is. So it's also pretty simple, but the way it works is you give it a clock, you either tap the clock in, or you feed it in, or it takes it from clock bus. That defines your echo time or loop time. So if I just fire like a little, so there's some echoes, right? If you want to do faster, this is all like multiples of, I feedback up pretty high. This is all multiples of that loop clock, right, you did. So, and then you can do infinite looping and sound on sound really easy here, which, you have an infinite hold, or you can hit turn feedback up to 100% and just start, putting layers on, putting layers on, putting layers on. So it goes up to looping times up to 1.5 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's all really high quality. When you change the loop, it doesn't stretch or, it's not that kind of delay. It just changes where in memory is it reading the loop out of. So it doesn't mess up your sound ever. It always sounds exactly like it did when you put it in.
Totally. So run me through price and availability of these kits.
Yeah, right. $175. $175 for the kit version, and the build version is $275.
Wow.
The samplers, $199 for the kit version and $299 for the build version. So the kits are under $200 and the build versions are under $300. Then we will be having more coming out in this line all around the same price. Some of them will be brand new things, not simplifications of our other stuff, and some will be also some variations of our existing stuff too.
That's great. You guys are just continuing the push of just breaking down the barrier of access a little bit.
Trying.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, it's definitely felt, and it's needed at this point,
Yeah.
Cool, man. Well, Dan, thanks a lot for showing me these new modules, and I'm excited for what else is coming in this line.
Yeah.
I'm Fest. That's Dan with 4MS Modular. Let's go see some more gear.